Hello friends, let us discuss what is the modalities to submit the usage in the current academic year, the 22-23, under the PFMS system, as all the payments which you have made at any institution or organization and particularly in the schools, you have made in the format of, that is PFMS, Public Financial Management System. So what is the modalities, how you have to submit all the usage pertaining to every expenditures with respect to the component allowed to your schools with any particular purpose. For an example, suppose you are going to submit an UC for the purpose of the uniform distribution in the schools. So how you will submit that? What are the modalities? I am discussing very clearly from the beginning to end. Just listen it very carefully. You can understand that. This is a letter of Government of Odisha, that is OSEPA. Like this, every government, because PFMS is implemented all over India, in every state the same thing happens. So you have to understand what are the modalities, how the formalities, how you have to submit the usage. It is the same procedure everywhere. So you see first what have been written: modalities regarding collection of usage, utilization certificate, maintenance of books of accountants records in the light of implementation of new procedure of fund management through single nodal agency account. It means in every schools of India you might have found out that all the school is now having zero balance account in State Bank of India, because in PFMS all the school were bound to open a zero balance account at the start of the academic year. So after that, whatever payment you have done for purchasing anything or for running schools any activities or for the purpose of labor payment, you will have paid through that nodal account, that is zero balance account. So here how you have to submit the UC, as the academic year has already finished March 31st. So how you will submit the UC? You see, Madam Sir, by reference to the subject letters cited above and on the basis of discussion with the review meeting, a review meeting was held on 7 February. The following modalities are issued towards collection of utilization certificate, maintenance of books of accounts records by the implementing agencies. Who are the implementing agencies? Those institutions or organizations who are spending money at their level or at the point or that the field point. Suppose I was telling that the school is distributing uniforms to the students. So implementing agency is the school, because school is spending all the money purchasing the uniforms from shops or from markets. So that is known as implementing agency. Under Samagra Shiksha and STARS is nothing but the teachers teaching learning activities, training programs. STARS project, that is done by DIET, that is District Institute of Education Training. Everything is like that. Those also have to submit the usage. So you see how the IS shall maintain registers of a print payment advice. First thing is that all the implementing agents shall maintain a register of PPA, that is not a PPA register. PPA register means what you have paid through PPA. Print payment advice, you have to keep them in a register. You have to maintain in a register, that is a print payment register. I already explained in an earlier video that what is print payment PPA register. You can watch that video and you can confirm how to maintain that PPA register, which is very much helpful for the submission of not only UC, but at the time of your retirement or transfer, when you are wanting to get the NOC from the DDO, then you will not face any problem for the further verification. Okay, so how at component wise drawal limits fixed and amount of expenditure made, therefore purpose recording the same with the cash flow and preparation of UC. What it means? Suppose implementing agencies, a school has been granted a rupees of 50,000 for the distribution of a uniform to the students. If the school has spent all the money is 50,000, so the limit is 50,000 and the school has already spent 50,000. Suppose somewhere school has not spent only 44,000, 6,000 are remaining there. So that will be reflected that the limit amount is 50,000 and they have spent for that purpose 44,000, balance is 60,000. It will be reflected in the zero balance account, and when will get the printout of the statement of the year from the bank, everything will be reflected on that. So you have to get that suggestive formats of the above. What is suggestive format? That is PPA register, and what is the modalities to submit the UC. In further in advance we will discuss that. They have annexed with this. Then the IAS shall obtain the printout of a bank statement in respect of the transactions made through the respective zero balance subsidiary account for the year 2023. So you all are well aware that at the starting point of academic year 2022-23, you all had opened a zero balance account for the name of the school. So that zero balance account, what is the statement, transaction statement of the year, bank statement, you have to first get it collected from the bank. That is first point. All IAs, all the schools have to get that printout of the bank statement of the academic year 2022-23. Next, the transaction recorded in the cash book shall be verified and reconciled with the bank statement. Whatever written in the bank statement, what has been reflected in the bank statement, you have to correlate with the cash book which you have maintained in the schools. Suppose you have spent only 44,000 for the purchase of uniforms, so it should be reflected in the cash book that 44,000 had been spent for the purchase of uniform, and 6,000 is at the bank level, you have to reflect in the cash book itself. It may be kept in mind that there shall be no mismatch in transactions reflected in ZBS A or zero bank in zero balance account, passbook and a cash book maintained in IA level. So this is, you have to be very careful. No discrepancy should be there, no difference should be there in between the bank statement you collected from the bank and the cash book you have maintained at your level. Thereafter, the components wise utilization certificate shall be prepared by the IA for submission to the following authorities. With due signature, one copy of the UC shall be kept at the IA level for further reference. So you have to prepare UC of every component. What was the limit grant and how much you have spent. You have to prepare the UC. You see the, you watch the UC submission video also in this channel. You can get understand every procedure, how to submit, how to prepare the UC. So after preparing the UC, you have to deposit at the higher authority or DDO authority. So at the SMC means it is for primary upper primary school. SMDC means it is high school, residential school, and KGP Kasturba Gandhi Vidya Balika Vidyalaya, that is seasonal hostel, CRC and other block level IAs. They have to submit at a block level of BO. They have to submit at block level all the UCs. Then a comparison report of the UC as stated in point A plus UC of the fund at block level. It means the BO will submit all the consolidated UC utilization certificates to the DPO district project office. Then UC collection drive shall be undertaken at block level in camp mode. In every block there will be some camps for UC collection. The number of venue for the purpose shall be issued by the DPO district project office. The DPO shall appoint nodal officer for the UC collection. Some nodal officers will be there. They will be appointed by the DPO or DPC. And notification UC collection drive camps, especially the accounts personnel and other coordinators available at DPO level. So all the persons related to finance department or account department, they will be assigned the work for the collection of the UCs. Next point, the UC submitted by the SMC, SMDC, KGB, residential, seasonal hostel and school CRC at any other IA below the block level to the BO shall be verified the block account. So the block accountant which is present at the BO level, they will verify all the usage of all the schools under the block, under the BO, and they thereafter that they will consolidate it and they will submit to the DO and DPC. The next point is that the coordinated DPO will put up the file after the consolidated UC report from all the block extension officers of the district, the DO or the DPC or the DPO office will prepare a consolidated data, how much money they had received from the government, state government, and how much money or how much expenditure have been done during this academic year. Then that will be approved by the DPO, district project coordinator, and that will be submitted to the state. The entire process should be completed within 15th May 2023. It may be varied from state to state, but they have given some guidelines, timelines also. Obtaining printout from JDBS, that is bank statement, by 10th April. Reconciliation by 12th April, that bank statement with the cash book. Preparation of component UC by 15th April. UC collection drive 16th April to 25th April. So submission of component to block 30th April and to DPO, that is 15th May. So all these formalities will be carried out at the block level and district level under the supervision of BO and a DPO or DPC. Then this letter has been forwarded to every concerns, and how PPA register you have to submit this with the UCs. This is, you see how name of the recipient, first serial number 1, to whom you have paid the money, purpose of payment, for what purpose you have paid the money, PPA number and date. You can get it from PPA register, what you have maintained in your school, amount of PPA, how much money has been given or transferred by that PPA. Signature for signatory 1, signatory 2, that is signatory 1, signatory 2, signature of HM, headmaster, and signature of SMC chairman. You have to put all this. Here you see block accountants will verify it, then they will send it to the DPO. Here how many PPA you have generated throughout the year, you have to give all the component wise details, and this paper, this document you have to submit to the UC. Next you see, this is also important, statement of a limit fixed, expenditure incurred and UC submitted under Samagra Shiksha for the year 2023. Here also you have to summarize it. How? Na serial number, component, for which component, for composite grant, for school uniform grant, for training grant, for any grant which you have got within the academic year, you have to write down in the component, and amount of a limit fixed, how much money you have to spend, what was sanctioned to your school, what was the limit, you have to write down here, and how much of that you have spent already. If you have spent all those money, then it's okay. If you are unable to spend and some monies are there lying, so you have to write here. Utilization certificate submitted, whether yes or not. If yes, how much money you have spent, that's the amount only you have to pay the utilization certificate. So this is the procedure, or these are modalities. During the submission of UC, if you will do this, you don't have to face any problem for the further audit or for further verification. This PPA register you have to maintain separately in your school, so that at every year ending, when the submission process will go on, you can easily copy from your PPA register, and it will be very much helpful for you. So this is 2 annex papers you have to submit, 2 annex documents you have to submit during the this UC submission. I think this video will be helpful for you, and if any problem you can also put it in comment box, so we'll make it answer to for you. Thank you.